So yesterday I was watching Timcast RL looking at his live stream, which was basically talking about, as the major topic, how Joe Biden is not going to be convicted of mishandling classified information, despite the fact that it was in his garage. It was truly classified information, as it turned out, from the FBI and DOJ reporting on it. And finally, he got them from his time as a senator and as vice president. However, Robert Hur, the special counsel assigned to this investigation, said that Joe Biden was not going to face any charges because he described him as, quote, a well-meaning elderly man with a poor memory. Now, when I first heard about this, I was a little bit frustrated, but then when I heard the description of what Robert Hur said, it kind of opened a whole new can of worms, because on one hand, Joe Biden is not going to be charged with this, despite the fact that Donald Trump, in spite of the fact that he's closer to the age of Joe Biden, even though he's younger relatively, is being charged because of supposed mishandling of classified information. But on the other hand, the very fact that he specifically said in his report, a well-meaning elderly man with a poor memory, has opened up new questions about whether or not Joe Biden, in fact, it's not even a new question, let's be honest. Everyone has been asking this. In fact, everyone has been arguing that Joe Biden has not been at all in his right mind for the past few years. And yet, the mainstream media has constantly tried to make sure they would try to cover for Joe Biden as much as they could. Well, unfortunately, yesterday wasn't going to be the case, because in response to the conclusion by Special Counsel Robert Hur, Joe Biden decided to make a press announcement talking about how he's happy that he's supposedly found not guilty as a result. But the problem is that he botched up the entire situation. He, of course, lied about how he supposedly didn't have classified documents, how it's apparently his staff's fault that they were there in the first place, which honestly I call bullshit. And of course that these documents are several decades old in certain cases. But also the very fact that he basically gaffed at the fact that at one point he mentioned that Robert Hur interviewed him in regards to his cognitive ability, as well as in regards to his role in holding of classified documents. And supposedly, according to Joe Biden, Robert Hur talked about Beau Biden and when he died in 2015 from cancer. Not because of Iraq, how much of Joe Biden has told everyone, but let's be honest, he probably, a lot of partisans would probably eat that up anyway. But he specifically mentioned how Robert Hur, in his testimony, said that not only could Joe Biden not remember his time as vice president, like which years, he cannot remember the date when Beau Biden died. And he of course got angry with this, saying how dare he. I'm sorry, I've been dealing with post nasal drip. It's kind of causing me to cough a lot. And he even said that he has a rosary that reminds him of when he buried his own son. And he said that it came from the Lady of, and that's it. That's literally it. He just went blank, and then he continued on with whatever the hell he was talking about. Then he got into the questions, how he said that he is supposedly fine, he was cognitive, and he made a weird joke when Peter Doocy actually questioned his cognitive ability to run the country. And he said, my memory is so bad that I let you speak. First of all, weird joke. Second of all, You're supposed to be reassuring the press as well as the public that you do not have issues with their memory. But then again, I'm not Joe Biden, so what the hell do I know? And then, just to top it off, this is a major highlight that a lot of people have been saying. He literally confused the President El-Sisi of Egypt with that of Mexico. And he was talking about the situation in regards to the ongoing conflict between Gaza and Israel. This is something that the mainstream media cannot hide. In its own weird way, the interview as well as the damning report it's only causing more people to try to back away from Joe Biden, try to distance themselves in such a way that they don't want to be associated with him. And a lot of the American people, if they weren't already, their fears about for this guy to actually get a supposed second term are or have skyrocketed. Because now, with all the problems that he clearly has, as well as with the confirmation from this report, I mean, hell, who would want to have a guy with Alzheimer's or dementia or whatever be in control of not only the presidency, but the freaking nuclear codes? Who would truly want that? Now, I know that there are a lot of people already who are thinking that as a result of this, there is a possibility that Joe Biden may be forced to step aside for the Democratic nomination. I will not lie. There will be a definite growing movement within the Democratic Party, the DNC. However, I do not expect them to succeed whatsoever, because Joe Biden is in that state where he's very stubborn, very easily frustrated, that I doubt he will allow this to continue. This is one of the symptoms of having Alzheimer's or dementia. In fact, he's just all in all, he's just very stubborn when it comes to this, and he doesn't like the fact that the Democratic Party would definitely leave him. And second of all, who are they going to turn to against Donald Trump? Which candidate are they going to choose against Donald Trump? It's certainly not Gavin Newsom, because Gavin Newsom, he may be the governor of California, but California is not the rest of the country. And it's a very, very left-leaning state. So I would not expect him at all to put up to be able to obtain enough votes from independents or from Republicans who decide to switch parties or something like that. I do not expect that to occur. Kamala Harris, in all honesty, she is the closest thing. But even then, she is very unpopular. Not just with the DNC at large, but with the public, whether it's within the Democratic Party or with the American public in general. There is absolutely no way they can be able to do this at this point. The timing is very off the mark, because right now, as I'm filming this video, it is February 9th, 2024. The primaries have already begun. There have already been at least in the Republican primary, 3 states that have decided to vote, and they've all voted for Donald Trump. Of course, there was that issue with Nevada, but that's another thing entirely. Already, they've run out of time to find the possibly switch Joe Biden, and even then, if they somehow decide to switch Joe Biden out for someone, say again, Kamala Harris, what are they gonna do? It's like this. They are trying to find a candidate who can inherit a presidential campaign infrastructure and will be able to build up their image to the American people in order to become president. That I don't think is going to be possible within that short time frame. Because the conventions usually start in August. 3 months after that is the election. There's absolutely no way that this could be possible. Small chance. I take it back. There would be a small chance for that to occur and to come out successfully, but not enough to actually say that the benefits outweigh the risk. I do not see that happening with the Democratic Party. I do not see Joe Biden leaving the nomination, and I do not see any other alternative to Joe Biden being able to be nominated for the Democratic nomination. They're going to be stuck with him either way. But I'm pretty sure that the fears of the American people, not just in regards to how he's been running this country, but by the fact that his age is now being played up as in a major role, it's going to cause more problems for the Democrat Party coming this November 2024. My name is Noah Meehan on the Arc Truth. Please post your comments down below, like this video, subscribe, and share with your friends. Also, if you have any issues regarding my videos, such as how I speak or any improvements I should make, please post it down in the comment section down below or directly message me. Thank you.
Almost head